Good morning. My name is Sam Matheny, and I'm here representing CBC New Media Group and Capital Broadcasting Company. I'd like to thank you for the opportunity to be here and to share what I hope will be some useful perspectives. I am a new media guy and a broadcaster. I've worked with Capital Broadcasting for almost 15 years, and Capital Broadcasting is a third-generation family-run business founded in 1937 as an AM, first with an AM radio station. Over the last 15 years, I've worked for one of the most visionary and technologically savvy owners in the business, Jim Goodman. Through Jim's vision, I've had the opportunity to assist with numerous internet, wireless, and television projects. I'll go through just a few of those now. In 1995, we launched WRAL.com. This site has won many awards over the years, and most recently, the Murrow Award from the Associated Press for the best large market local news site. It will do over 1 billion page views this year, and according to media audit measurements, WRAL.com is the #1 local media website in the United States, with over 50% of our DMA visiting at least once a month. In 1996, we launched the very first DTV station in the U.S. using an experimental license from the FCC. In 1999, we were the first broadcaster to offer all HD local news. In 2004, we were the first to put local TV content on deck with a wireless carrier, Sprint. In 2008, we launched the first iPhone app for a local TV station. And just last year, we started the first publicly available ATSC mobile broadcast service. In my current role as General Manager of News Over Wireless, I work with about 150 local TV stations across the U.S. News Over Wireless was literally born out of the new distribution opportunities we're here to discuss. At News Over Wireless, we help local broadcasters publish their news, weather, sports, and other information to mobile phones and devices. And it is with this background that I offer the following comments. Free over-the-air local television broadcasting is the most important public communications resource in the United States. The government recognized this fact a little over a year ago when the Obama administration urged Congress to extend the DTV transition to ensure that everyone was prepared, especially the most vulnerable of us. When the transition was complete, over 34 million households, nearly 1 in 3, had applied for a converter box coupon. Right here in the Bay Area, over 522,000 households redeemed a voucher. That's greater than 22% in one of the most wired markets in the United States. All told, almost $1.4 billion was invested in this program. Even more impressive is the fact that, according to the Consumer Electronics Association, over 125 million DTV sets were sold between 2005 and 2009. None of those DTV sets required the converter boxes that were needed. So what makes local television broadcasting so important? It is the public service and the commitment to the community that broadcasters bring every single day. Broadcasters work extremely hard to provide valuable and timely information to their viewers, and they are successful. Pew Research from the Internet and American Life Project recently found that 78% of U.S. citizens identified local television news as their #1 source for news. TVB research indicates that 93 of the top 100 television shows are broadcast television shows over the air. And in a recent 3-screen research study by Nielsen found that internet viewing is growing, but television still accounts for well over 90% of all video viewing. In December, the LA Times published an article stating viewers were rediscovering rabbit ears and that they would now get 3 times the number of channels as they previously could. Widescreen picture, surround sound audio, and more channels and cost were all cited for the resurgence of over-the-air viewing. The scalability and immediacy of local broadcasting is also what makes it such a valuable resource. It is the gold standard. As Ravi was saying, It is the only medium that can truly reach an infinite number of users with vital information in real time. The coverage is in place, it's ubiquitous. The service is free and does not discriminate based on socioeconomic status. The system is not subject to the bottlenecks and does not clog under load like the internet and cellular networks. It delivers information of national importance like 9/11, as well as targeted local emergency information like the floods in Nashville, Tennessee. Let's talk about the floods in Nashville for just a second. While the cable systems were experiencing on again, off again, up and down service, broadcasters carried the day. They provided vital emergency information for free to everyone on a continuous basis. Our News Over Wireless partner in Nashville, WSMV, produced almost 80 hours of emergency flood coverage for the local community. And when the water started to recede, they did not quit, but continued to serve by producing a telethon for flood relief that raised over $1.7 million to help the victims of the disaster. There were 18 people killed in these floods. This is very impressive, and it is what the broadcasters do every day, serve local communities with vital information that improves the lives of those around them. Broadcasters are adopting and using new technologies to interact with their audiences. These are not replacements for broadcasting, but enhancements. They make us better. Here are some examples of how our partner stations are using technology to improve their offerings. First, WRAL, our CBS affiliate in Raleigh, recently used Facebook to promote exclusive coverage of a foiled kidnapping attempt. WNYW, the Fox affiliate in New York, used our iPhone alert system to reach their mobile users with information about a suspicious package in Times Square. This came almost immediately after the failed terrorist bombing attempt. And WPTV, the West Palm Beach affiliate, used our alert system to try and help identify a young child that had been found wandering the streets. Now, let me add a multiplier, an exponential factor of why local broadcasting will continue to be the most important system for many more tomorrows to come, and that is mobile DTV. I've got tuners. I've got one right here. I'm watching, got it aired now. It's tuned to the Fox affiliate, KTVU. I've got them for my laptop, for my iPhone, my iPad, and these empower and make possible a much more dynamic system than is available today. Every example I gave you earlier would be vastly improved by the immediate access to greater information that mobile DTV provides. The digital transition is not over. We're in the middle of the next act, the successful deployment of mobile DTV. With mobile DTV, the broadcaster's ability to serve the local community is dramatically improved. There are literally millions of devices that can also be mobile TVs. This will enable the public to always be within arm's reach of vital information and community service provided for free locally by over-the-air broadcasters as they travel throughout their day, not limited by time or place. All of the pillars of public service, success, and importance that I outlined earlier are bolstered and made stronger when people have the ability to take that signal with them and they have access to vital information in an instant, regardless of where they might be. We also know very well that mobile DTV is good and complementary to the broadband plan. Mobile DTV's one-to-many distribution model is far superior to the point-to-point methods used by streaming over cellular networks, and it is free so everyone can access it. Cisco's most recent visual networking index says mobile video will account for 66% of all mobile data by the year 2014. The broadband plan calls for recouping 300 megahertz of spectrum by 2015 and 500 by 2020. If we apply the Cisco data, a mandated mobile DTV tuner in every handset would provide video to everyone and represent 330 megahertz of spectrum savings. This is a both-and situation. Mobile DTV is good for the consumer, good for the public, and good for the broadband plan that powers so many other platforms that we deliver content on. Mobile DTV is a powerful part of creating and ensuring a competitive media landscape. It exemplifies the need for regulation that ensures local, free, over-the-air television from a diverse group of owners, as diverse as possible. It is vital to our nation's security, to our democracy, and to our society. A.J. Fletcher, the founder of Capitol Broadcasting, said, "In the integrity and independence of the enlightened individual lies in the hope of our nation. To inform the public without bias or favor is the station's highest duty. The technologies available to us have vastly changed and improved since A.J. first made that statement so many decades ago. But it still rings true today, and there is no doubt that it can best be accomplished via free, over-the-air, local broadcasting, including the mobility of the 21st century."